Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching. Welcome to Bridging the Gap on episode number 38.
38, brother. Seemed like just yesterday. Okay, here we go. Give me a famous basketball player, that wore 38. I got him this time. 38. Now, that's a tough one, brother.
Did Shaq wear 38?
I'm not sure.
At some point, you had about 6 numbers, man.
Yeah, but that's a tough one. But anyway, keep rolling, man.
Who you got?
I ain't got nobody, man. 38 is a tough number. That's a tough number.
Okay.
We're about to find out, though, folks. So hang in there. See, I got it.
Yeah, speaking of basketball, man.
Oh, no. I know what you're going to say.
Come on, go ahead. What's I going to say?
I'm going to say Duke Blue Devils should be national championships. If they don't, they choke. Based on one game. And Carolina should not play them this year. They need to find a rule for Carolina not to play them. What you got?
We're going to definitely play them. Nah, I was just talking about how the Warriors look right now.
Oh, man, yeah. I was amazed. I hadn't looked at their team until I heard Stephen A. talk about it. And just the players they're having about Steph may have his best year ever. Go figure that one, man.
They still don't have Clay, Whiteside.
The Whiteside's the big center, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Clay's going to be back this month sometime, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's 80%, I hear. And Wiggins is sort of starting to wake up, as Stephen A. said. Now, not me, but Stephen A. said he's waking up, so.
They're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And they're playing some defense, too.
Yeah.
Even understand Steph's playing a little defense, so you know something special's happening. All right.
So, one player who did wear number 38, Kwame Brown for the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, man, Kwame Brown. He was a number 1 draft choice back in the day and did nothing.
Yeah. He's doing a lot on YouTube right now, though.
Oh, man. Okay, well, YouTube, basketball. All right, got to find your forte.
Yes, sir. So what are we talking about today?
We talked about intellectual properties. Of course, now this is something that me as a boomer, this stuff is brand new to us. But when I think about intellectual properties, it's really something that's birthed from an idea. We talked about money being an idea, and if you don't have money, you don't have ideas. But your generation has taken intellectual properties to another degree. It used to be a time that intellectual properties were like a poem or a movie or a play or something along that line. But I mean, you guys have gone wow with it, and I love it. And the great thing about it is it's intangible, and the real value of it you can't touch.
Got it.
And let me just tell you one, then I'm going to pass the baton to you.
Yes, sir.
I was surprised. Years ago, I got a domain name called Solutions for You. Might have paid $1,000 for it years ago. Well, lo and behold, now somebody wants to buy it for $5,000. See, to me, now remember, I've never used it. I hadn't branded. I hadn't built it up. Just Solutions for You. That's an example of an intellectual property that I'm going to basically get $5,000 for that. And I know when the internet first came out, a lot of smart young people got people's names, whether it be a Michael Jordan, whether it be a Shaquille O'Neal. Of course, they didn't know about Barack Obama then. But the point is, and they made a lot of money. That's all part of intellectual properties,
Yes, sir.
So, again, I guess to you, back in my day, online courses are still fairly new. Why are online courses so powerful, and why would you even call that an intellectual property?
It's like the reason why they're so powerful is it's almost like a mentor on steroids.
Okay.
Like I get you to mentor me, but I can consume all of the subject matter at my own pace.
Okay, on demand type deal.
Yeah, so if I wanted to, Netflix almost, if I wanted to dive in and go through the entire course in a day, I could.
Yeah. By the way, have you watched that program yet?
I have not.
Well, you're getting slack.
I'm not getting slack, man.
You've just been busy, I guess.
Yes.
It was, we got the guy's name now.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, man, great 6 episodes. You got to watch it.
Yeah. But no, I get to pick the brain of someone who is an expert at a field or subject matter that I'm interested in.
I got you.
It's recorded, so I can go back and watch it as many times as I need to.
I got you.
So it's almost like, having a mentor, recording that mentor and being able to access that mentor anytime. Because normally when you buy online course, there's some kind of support group, whether that's a Facebook group, chat, whatever, that you can go back to and see people who have joined already and are having success. And then the people who just joined with you and what they're doing.
Okay.
So they're kind of little subgroups and things that involved in it as well. In a way, it's intellectual property is because I'm selling my expertise.
True.
In a particular area of field, regardless of what it is. I've seen people do classes on sewing.
That's amazing.
Courses on how to create courses, real estate, you name it. there's probably a course involved.
But the thing that's very surprising to me is, in light of YouTube's just expanding and exploring, growing. So why are people willing to pay for a course where basically anything you want to know is right online?
So on YouTube, I got to search it.
Okay.
I got to vet the person, sort of.
Okay, yeah.
I got to make sure the content is, what I'm looking for.
Got you.
Whereas opposed, if I can go to the known expert in such area and they have a course available, I can buy and consume it all right there.
Makes
and
sense.
I guarantee you what they put in that course is not on YouTube,
got
at
you.
least from them. Now, there may be some unknown person buried deep in the archives who has the same information and got it for free, but I got to find that, and that's going to take time.
I got you.
So what I'm paying for really is the information now, and for you to shorten the time frame for me to get what you got.
I got you. And you said a very key word. A couple of thoughts run through my mind on the online courses of intellectual property. Everybody has something. And I tell people, find that thing that makes you come alive, find that passion, find that thing that you may not even like, but you've done it for maybe 30 years, 25 years, and you are good at it. All that can go into a course, because the average person, between the books they've read, the seminars they've attended, the knowledge they've gotten, they probably have at least 100 pages of potential notes. And just simply taking those notes and put into a course, that could be very profitable for anybody out there today. Anybody.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy courses, man. So you can definitely create a course that would be, I don't care if it's in writing, proofreading, how to do voiceovers.
Yeah.
You name it, there's a market for it.
Yeah, also one of our partners here, his sister and brother-in-law are real good on finding scholarships. Now, I've never really looked, but to me, that seemed like that would be an awesome course. Sure, it may have to be updated annually to some degree.
Yeah.
But if you dropped $500 to help me find $50,000, man, where do I sign up for that?
Yeah. All day long. All day long.
All right. How about this one? Intellectual property. Slogans and phrases. I'm just amazed. Okay, I go back to your boy Pat Riley. He coined a phrase, and it was called, see how, you're a basketball guy. Come on. Back with Shaq and Kobe. I'll give you a clue. It ties back into the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Do you remember?
Nah, man.
Three-peat.
He coined three-peat?
Yeah, three-peat was coined by Pat Riley back in the day when they three-peated. Now, I'm not sure how he's compensated for it, but that's his word. And how I remember that, I don't know.
Gotcha.
But people are actually trademarking slogans and phrases, and they're getting paid for it.
Now, you see celebrities do that a lot, but these days, the lingo, the language changes so much.
Yeah.
Like capping is probably not even popular no more.
When was it popular? What does that mean?
Capping, lying. He capping.
You think it's popular?
I don't know. Is it?
It's very popular.
Okay, it's still popular.
It came back around. That was the word maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
It still is right.
Man, you getting old, man.
Like
you getting
right
old.
now-
I'm about to find me another co-host. You getting old.
Right now, some people getting tired of is like, so let's say if you see a video or you come in with some Jordans on, they be like, oh, it's the Jordans for me. Like they point out something very particular that they like about a video or situation and say, it's the blank for me. Like they are wearing that out. But that next year, nobody's gonna be saying that. But so I don't know if millennials are trademarking terms. It's so much as social media is making stuff popular.
I got you.
So and again, it's just right now. So like one of my favorite artists, Drake.
Okay.
A lot of his rap and songs he put out, people literally go to it just for captions, like just for punchlines to put, for stuff to post on social media, like literally. So I don't even know if they even had a mindset to think about coining a phrase or trademarking it to make money.
I got you.
As much as they're looking to get a catchy phrase to get likes.
Yeah. And see,
which can lead to
that's
money.
what I'm saying. Yeah, see,
because it can grow a following.
Yeah, and to me, that becomes a new intellectual property because you have that phrase, etc. And you're right, with that following. So that's something, again, in my generation, it's like, wow, you really can do it. But you make a very good point there.
Yeah, and another thing that's intellectual property now is your following.
That's so true.
Because being an Instagram influencer or having a following on YouTube is very
so true,
beneficial
man.
monetarily.
That is so true. I like that.
It takes work because you got to put out content, but I mean, the more people you follow, just think about it. If you were able to grow your following, like I know a lady right now, I see her almost every day. She has a $31 bundle that she sells for business credit. And I'm pretty sure I bought it, or at least I bought somebody's business credit bundle, so I haven't purchased hers. But I mean, she's selling the business credit funnel for $31. Now she put out receipts. So one of her receipts is one of her students got a $100,000 line of credit. Why wouldn't I pay $31 to see what in the world did she do to get $100,000?
That's true.
You know, I'm sure it takes some work and probably a high credit score, but man, that's worth $31. But she got 250,000 followers.
I love it.
So every time she posts, 100,000 people buy a $31 bundle, she making money.
See, and that's the thing you have to keep in mind. A book I enjoy reading talks about despise not the day of small beginning. Like you say, if you can build that following, and let's say you get 100,000 people, and every month you come out with something that's just $20. If 10,000 of them buy that, 10,000, I think that's what, $200,000
every month.
$200,000 and and who thinks a lot about spending $20? And again, so any general thoughts, and I know it's sort of a sidebar here, but any general thoughts on what are people doing to really build massive followings? Some general things.
Man, people just putting out content. That's the thing.
Okay.
Like, you got to be, for lack of a better term, about that life. Like,
Okay.
if you're gonna do it, you got to do it. You can't go half stepping. Like, it's guys out there that do a lot of things I do in real estate, but they're constantly putting out content.
I'm with you.
Videos, stories, posts, recaps, showing receipts of what they're doing, and that's the biggest thing. She can command that following because she got results.
I love it.
She's done over $1 million herself in business credit, and gotten her students close to like 50 million, if I'm not mistaken.
That's awesome.
So with those kind of receipts, it demands respect. Mm-hmm. So if you got something that's $31, just based on your track record, I'm gonna follow you. But
that's good stuff.
She had to build that track record.
I got you.
In order to build it, you gotta be consistent.
Okay.
You gotta be consistent.
And that's what we often talk about. There was a book years ago I read, matter of fact, 20 years ago when Joe V was born, I was reading the book, Robert Kiyosaki, and it said, retire young to retire rich. And the premise of the book was simply this: when you're young, when you're in your 30s or earlier now, find a way to get out of the rat race, because now you have time to become wealthy. You have time to work on your life instead of paying bills. You have some residual money coming in that's taking care of the mortgage, the car note, the daycare, etc. So now you can spend your days, your nights dreaming, thinking, planning, and creating assets. And again, I love that book, Retire Young, Retire Rich. And that's what it's all about. I like that. Agree.
And again, that's what some people's goal is, man, because, the more people you got, the more of a following, the more product you can sell.
That's true.
We were just talking about a gentleman who he's doing videos for. He has a course.
Yeah.
He has a coaching program. The more people that follow him, the more results he gets for his students, the more people he's going to buy.
That's it.
So, it's definitely profitable, but you got to be about that life.
I got you. So bottom line, folks, intellectual property, some awesome things. As we're beginning to wrap up, Cal, we could talk about music. We could talk about films. We could talk about software,
voiceovers.
That's
ebooks.
All that stuff there. So it's just, those are the kind of things that people have to start thinking. And the more and more I think about it, money really is nothing but an idea. Mm-hmm. These people, ideas, man, it's just wild. And going back now, about a month ago, I go back to Facebook.
Yep.
Facebook, Meta now, but they did second quarter. His net profit was like $9 billion
for a quarter.
And I think he brought in about $300 billion, and a third of that fell to the bottom line in profits. That was just simply somebody's idea one day. I think he went to Harvard, dropped out of school, whatever it might have been, an idea that people said would not work, but it did.
Yeah, man. Everything we consuming right now is an idea.
It is.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree 100%. And I think, man, I think our generation is more poised to kind of go out and try things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And not be afraid about, retire. I talked to a guy, 63 years old yesterday, and his big thing was retirement. Mm-hmm. So he maxed as much as he could in his retirement account for like 36 years. Mm-hmm. Now he's talking about doing some stuff in real estate because he, recently changed jobs and, got some money to roll over. But that was the mindset, and that was what was taught back then. Now it's like, look, man, if I can make this meal or, hit it big and whatever I'm trying to do, my retirement is straight.
Gotcha.
And I'm not necessarily worried about, investing in 401ks and stock markets and mutual funds long term, because I'm putting all my energy into what I'm doing now that'll take care of me
Long
at
term,
that point.
yeah.
But go out and try it, man. Like,
You do.
there's somebody doing what you want to do.
No doubt about it.
Find them, connect with them, and see how they got there.
That's it, And I often say a key little word as simple as this: imitate until you can innovate. Bottom line, imitate till you can innovate. Find that somebody's, copy what they're doing, learn, you do it, and as you learn and grow, you put your twist, your spin, and one day it will look like you and not them.
Yeah, because I tell you, man, people will help more than you know. All you have to do is ask.
That's it.
All you have to do is ask.
In my generation, we thought it was one pie, and if I help you get a slice of that pie, that's less for me. Whereas now, folks, your generation is thinking it's unlimited money. So therefore, helping other people to help yourself, it ain't a problem.
No, not at all. Because by me exposing you to it, you're gonna unearth more opportunities for me in actuality.
I agree.
So yeah, man, it's amazing. Yeah. Just asking people for help. Hey, how do you do such and such?
You're right. And my last thing, I think bridging the gap to me really says how to do it. You need to connect with people that are younger, that are older, and be open to learn. And I've learned a lot from this guy, and there's even a younger guy behind the camera there, because they teach me more than I teach them. But I got to be willing to learn. My generation sometimes didn't want to learn, big mistake, and vice versa. So get some people who don't think like you right now, who are from a different generation. My whole perspective has changed because of people less than 40, and I'm appreciative. So, dude, thank you so much, man. I
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Well, that's it for episode 38. I'm your host, Council Glenn.
Hey, William V. Thompson.
Until next time.